Hey there, I'm Brandon. This is the Dirt Church Devotional. Coming to you today from on top of Silver Springs Trail. It's a little bit white, raining a little bit. Anyway, I want to talk to you this morning about Christmas and about one of my favorite parts. I talked to you last week about some of my favorite decorations, and the Nativity has to be one of the top. And a lot of people love the Nativity, and they look at it and they say, you know, it's a symbol of the humility of Jesus coming in humble circumstances and so forth. And I agree, it is. But I think it's so much more than that. I think it's really a picture of grace and a picture of mercy. And this is why I say that. Of all the prophecies about the coming Messiah, of all the prophecies about the birth of Jesus, from the fact that he was going to be born of a virgin, that he was going to come from the line of David, that he was going to be born in Bethlehem, there is nothing that says that he was going to be born in a manger, or born in a barn rather, and laid in a manger. Nothing. And so we got to ask ourselves, why? Why did that become such a big deal? Why is that such a thing? Well, here's my thoughts. You can agree or disagree with me, but here's my thoughts. I think they ended up in a stable, in a barn, as the Bible says, because there's no room in the inn. Why was there no room in the inn? I think maybe it was because Joseph and Mary weren't real good stewards of their time. I think maybe, not for bad reason, not for ill intent, but I think maybe Joseph just got really busy. You know, he's a carpenter. Maybe he's got to get out the last table and a couple of shelves before he leaves. He sees the busyness as being a blessing. But can I tell you, not all busyness is a blessing from God. Sometimes Satan will give us false blessings to try and distract us from what God is doing and what he's wanting to do. So maybe he got busy. Or maybe they felt like so many in the church do today, that if it's God's call, if it's God's plan, it's God's problem. And to a degree, that's true. But you know what? God gave us a brain. You know, maybe Joseph and Mary figured, you know what, we'll leave when we leave, and we're going to get there, and since this is God's child, everything's going to be good. We'll have a good place to stay. And it didn't happen. Why? God gave us a brain, and he expects us to use it. Listen to me. You can't do what God can do, but he won't do what you can. And sometimes you're just going to have to suck it up and deal with, with the results of what you did or you didn't do. But there is grace and there is mercy, and we see that in the stable. We see that in the manger, the baby that was born to save the world. We see that by the excitement that God expressed when he sent the angels to wake up the shepherds and send them to go and find the one born King of the Jews. Hey, chew on that. Try not to get too busy this season. Rest, but use your brain and use the gifts that God gave you. Talk to you next time.